Welcome to episode 4. England has remained in political unity ever since. During the reign of Ethelred the Unready, 978-1016, a new wave of Danish invasions was orchestrated by Sweyn I of Denmark, culminating after a quarter-century of warfare in the Danish conquest of England in 1013. But Sweyn died on the 2nd of February 1014, and Ethelred was restored to the throne. In 1015, Sweyn's son Cnut, commonly known as Canute, launched a new invasion. The ensuing war ended with an agreement in 1016 between Canute and Ethelred's successor, Edmund Ironside, to divide England between them, but Edmund's death on the 30th of November of that year left England united under Danish rule. This continued for 26 years until the death of Harthacnut in June 1042. He was the son of Canute and Emma of Normandy, the widow of Ethelred the Unready, and had no heirs of his own. He was succeeded by his half-brother, Ethelred's son, Edward the Confessor. The peace lasted until the death of the childless Edward in January 1066. His brother-in-law was crowned King Harold, but his cousin William the Conqueror, Duke of Normandy, immediately claimed the throne for himself. William launched an invasion of England and landed in Sussex on the 28th of September 1066. Harold and his army were in York following their victory against the Norwegians at the Battle of Stamford Bridge, the 25th of September 1066, when the news reached him. He decided to set out without delay and confront the Norman army in Sussex, so marched southwards at once, despite the army not being properly rested following the battle with the Norwegians. The armies of Harold and William faced each other at the Battle of Hastings, the 14th of October 1066, in which the English army, or FYRD, was defeated. Harold and his two brothers were slain, and William emerged as victor. William was then able to conquer England with little further opposition. He was not, however, planning to absorb the kingdom into the Duchy of Normandy. As a mere duke, William owed allegiance to Philip I of France, whereas in the independent Kingdom of England he could rule without interference. He was crowned on the 25th of December 1066 in Westminster Abbey, London. In 1092, William II led an invasion of Strathclyde, a Celtic kingdom in what is now southwest Scotland and Cumbria. In doing so, he annexed what is now the county of Cumbria to England. In 1124, Henry I ceded what is now southeast Scotland, called Lothian, to the Kingdom of Scotland, in return for the King of Scotland's loyalty. This final cession established what would become the traditional borders of England, which have remained largely unchanged since then, except for occasional and temporary changes. This area of land had previously been a part of the Anglian Kingdom of Northumbria. Lothian contained what later became the Scottish capital, Edinburgh. This arrangement was later finalised in 1237 by the Treaty of York. The Anglo-Norman invasion of Ireland took place during the late 12th century, when Anglo-Normans gradually conquered and acquired large swathes of land from the Irish, over which the Kingdom of England then claimed sovereignty, all allegedly sanctioned by the papal bull Laudabilita. 19. At the time, Gaelic Ireland was made up of several kingdoms, with a high king claiming lordship over most of the other kings. 20. The Duchy of Aquitaine came into personal union with the Kingdom of England upon the accession of Henry II, who had married Eleanor, Duchess of Aquitaine. The Kingdom of England and the Duchy of Normandy remained in personal union until John Lackland, Henry II's son and fourth-generation descendant of William I, lost the continental possessions of the duchy to Philip II of France in 1204 and decisively after the Battle of Bouvines in 1214. A few remnants of Normandy, including the Channel Islands, remained in John's possession, together with most of the Duchy of Aquitaine. Episode 6 will be continued.